This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We are discussing about SQL commands, right? And we had seen there are four types of SQL commands. One is called DDL, that is creating database, creating table, altering database, altering table, dropping database, dropping table, truncating. So these are the four commands that part of DDL. Then we have DML, select, insert, update, and delete, where you're going to be inserting the data, deleting the data, updating the data, and selecting means reading the data. So these are called data manipulation language commands. Then BC commit rollback save point, not now, later, after some time, we'll be talking about a transaction control language, which is also very, very important command to understand. Clear? Yeah. So now the next one is a DCL commands, grant, deny, and revoke. So these are security related and permission related commands. Nowadays, we are not dealing with the DCL, data control language commands. These are taken care by DBAs nowadays, database administrators, okay, to give permissions onto the data. So let me go back quickly and open SQL Server. So how to open SQL Server? Go to Start, SSMS. Now you can find SQL Server Management Studio. Click on this, right? So this is how you should be able to open SQL Server software. So please wait. Yeah. So it is asking server type. I wanted to connect it to database engine. So it is by default showing analysis services, but I wanted to connect it to database engine. So many times you will see database engine, but make sure that you're connecting to database engine always. And server name is what? Dot. Dot is means what? Local SQL default instance. Clear? So click on connect. Make sure that you're connecting to
Uh,
database. Am I
Pastor,
clear?
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, please, please.
How can you invoke open this window from the Management Studio menu? Like if
This
I'm
window,
connected to analytical services right now, yeah.
yeah, you can. So once you connect this, okay, once you connect, if you wanted to connect to one more instance, now click on connect here and say analysis services if you wanted to connect. Clear? So this is how you should be able to connect to one more instance. Now click on
Okay.
connect. So this is one more instance, that is analysis services. We don't need to worry about it. Okay. So we are talking about SQL Server. You can also disconnect from here and you should be able to connect to database engine. So database engine is this, server name is connect. Clear? So otherwise you can close everything, then again go to start SSMS. Always this is a starting point. Go to start SSMS. You will be able to find this and click on this. Clear? So how to open SQL Server is very, very easy. And make sure that you go to start and press SSMS. Then you will be able to find out this one. Clear? So make sure that you are pointing to what database engine. So if you're pointing to analysis services, then that is wrong one. Clear? Make sure that you have to connect to database engine. Server name, you can ask the server name to your colleagues if you join in the company, new company. So you don't know the server name, right? You cannot say always a dot. Dot, it is because of your own laptop. When you join the company, they will give you laptop. So in that laptop, you may not have SQL Server installed. Clear? But you will have to connect to remote servers and everything. You're supposed to ask the server names over there. So this is the local instance dot I'm giving. Click on connect. Am I clear, guys? So now by default it will be like this. You need to open and maximize the expanded databases. Yesterday we were discussing about company database. When you double click on this, you will be able to see the tables and everything. Clear? Now yesterday we were creating a lot of commands, right? So if you wanted to open that file, go to file, recent files, and this is the file company in SQL, which is saved inside C SQL practice. Click on this. Okay, I have created one file yesterday that I'm going to open. So you can also click on new query window. If you wanted to write something, for example, say use company. If you wanted to write some commands here and you wanted to save this file, simply click on the save button where you wanted to save. I want to save this, go to C drive, and I have created SQL practice. Now, this is some script, okay? Some sample script. Whatever you wanted to give, sample which script? Sample SQL script. Clear? You can save. Okay, so this is one more script you have saved it. Now, if you wanted to open that, go to file, go to recent. Now you have sample SQL script. You can open that. So this is a script. You can close this. This is also if you want to open directly, go to file, recent, whatever you want to open. If it is not there, now you can simply go to this Windows folder. Now you go to C drive.
Sorry, your voice is
To
gone. We can't.
C
I can't.
drive, SQL practice, you have two files. What is that you want to open? Company SQL script. So double click on this. Now this is this is one more way you can open this. Make sure that you always you have to point to the company database where you are creating the everything. Now the database is this. Guys, am I clear? Any issue with the audio? What the hear me clear?
Very
Can you
bad
hear me?
streaming, very bad.
Yeah, voice is breaking.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so I'm talking about uh,
Yeah, again it's gone your voice.
you open
Your voice is fading.
like this recent files and open the script and make
This conference will now be recorded.
okay. So make sure that you open the file, then later you need to click on this and you have now pointing to company database. Am I clear? So if you have any issues, please let me know immediately. Yeah. So yesterday we were talking about how to create a table. Now we had created a table called department table. So the same table you can see here itself, and you have two columns over there. Column one is called department ID, primary key, and department name varchar 100, not null. After creating, if you wanted to see the table data, you need to execute this command. So Select star from department table. So this is the DML command. See the table data. See the table data. Normally, we're going to be using this command. So before that, I wanted to see or find schema of the table. Schema of the table. What do you mean by schema? Schema means internal parts. Guys, again, are you getting issues? Hello, guys. Can
I
you
think
hear
it's
me?
better now. I think
It's
it's better
better
now.
now. It's okay.
Can we continue or can we do it tomorrow? Is it okay now? Just check. Okay. If not,
Yeah,
please
it is
let me
okay.
know.
We
Okay.
can continue. Mm.
Okay. Fine. So this is the table I have created, and I wanted to find the schema of the table. Schema means it is internal parts of the table. So the command is sp underscore help. Okay, and you should be able to write a table name which is equivalent to body scanning. If you go to the hospital, doctor will say go for CT scanning, right? So normally complete picture will be given to the doctor. So the same command is sp underscore help table name. So here you will be able to find lot of information about the table. So what is the table name? Table name is called department table. So let me replace with this. Let me replace sp underscore help department. Let me execute. Make sure you're pointing to company database always. Now, when you execute this, it is giving me a lot of information. Department table created by, it is a user table created yesterday, and it is having two columns. And first column is integer. I never said integer 4 bytes. Okay, int means 4 bytes. Now it is clearly telling integer is 4 bytes is the length. Varchar is 400. Varchar is what is the size? Varchar is 400. For varchar care, you must give the length. Integer, you should not give the length. If I say dozen means 12. I should not say dozen in the bracket 12. People will laugh at you, right? So integer means 4 bytes. Automatically, it will get allocated. Now there is no identity column. That means there is no automatic number, and there is a primary file group. We were discussing about file groups, right? So there is a primary file group, and there is a clustered index gets created. So what is an index and all we'll discuss later. The index will get created on the department ID. Primary key is also available and on the department ID, and the primary key there is a name. What is the primary key? Primary key is called as a constraint, foreign key constraint, check constraint, null constraint, default constraint. All these are called as constraints. Clear? So these are the different features. Primary key is not going to allow null values as well as the duplicate values, and every primary key will have a name. Okay, every software will have a name. Clear? Every primary key, every constraint will have a name, right? So every buddy, you have a name, I have a name. You have country name, I have a country name. You have house name, I have a house name. You have a college name, I have a college name. So names are common. So every road has a name, every country has a name, every city has a name, every pet has a name, right? Like that, every column has a name, every table has a name, every constraint also will have a name. If you don't give any name, automatically SQL Server will give some default name to each and every constraint. Tomorrow, if you wanted to identify a constraint, how do you say? I wanted to go to that college. That college means what? So you cannot, you wanted to say, I wanted to go to Abraham Lincoln's college, or I wanted to go to some college, say Peter, Elson College. So there is a name to the college. So I wanted to say primary key. Which primary key? So the primary key name is this. Clear? So everything is identified by a name. If you don't give any name, SQL Server automatically gives a name. Clear? Index has a name. See now? Index name, primary key name, column names will give, table names will give, right? And primary key, we simply say, we never say primary key name. Primary key is created on the department ID. It means that it will not allow duplicate data. There is no nulls allowed as part of department ID. But what is the name of the primary key? So this is the name of the primary key. Am I clear? So that is how you should be able to understand with SP underscore help department. Now, I wanted to show you something here as well. When you go to tables, now when you go to department, when you expand it, columns that you can see. And when you open the case, you can see primary key. This is the name. Have you seen the name? What is the name? Same name is, you can see, PK underscore department 01488. Have you seen this? So there is a primary key. When you double click on this, it is going to tell you where the primary key is there. So this is the primary key symbol. So this is the primary key symbol. So programmatically we can see, and if you double click on this, it will show you with the help of user interface. So the symbol is called, this is a primary key. Clear? Now, when you open constraints, no triggers, there is an index. Clear? So when we discuss the primary key automatically creates an index. That is what is called a clustered index. What is an index? Why it has to create an index? What is a clustered index? We'll discuss them later. But as of now, you remember primary key by default creates an index. Okay. So why index? That we'll see later. And there is one more thing called statistics. Clear? So automatically SQL Server is maintaining a lot of other things, right? So we don't know many things about our body, right? So there is a blood pressure, there is a blood group, there are a lot of vitamins, carbohydrates, amino acids, lot of things are there in your body. So we don't know what each one is doing, right? But slowly, if you become a doctor, you can understand why the blood group, why the amino acids are important, why the calcium is important. So like that, why statistics are important, why indexes are important, we'll see them slowly. Clear? So as of now, no worries about all these things. So if you wanted to go for a table scan, this is the command. Find schema, find the schema of the table. Clear? So this is what is called the command sp underscore help table name. So when you execute this, you should be able to get this. So many people will write, or you can also use single quotes for this. That is also fine. Clear? You can execute and you should be able to, get the schema. But make sure you are in the proper database. For example, if I am in iBank database where I don't have department table, if I try to execute it, it will tell you object does not exist. Then you will go in the database called iBank. Clear? So that means what you're pointing to wrong database. So make sure that you're pointing to your own database always by executing this command. Am I clear? So these are very, very simple ones that you can understand how to create a table, how to see the schema. Schema means internal parts. Complete scanning of the table can be done with the help of this command, sp underscore help space table name. Clear? You can give without quotes or with quotes, doesn't matter. Now, after that, if you wanted to see the data of the table, you can see like this. And if you wanted to insert the data, insert into table name values. If you have thousands of columns, you can give value 1, value 2, value 3, and integer data like this, and string data, varchar data and varchar data must be given within the single quotes. Clear? You should not give in the double quotes. Okay. So let me insert one more value, copy this command and paste it here. And I wanted to give one more, department called technical. Now I'm giving same number. Will it go? Now if I insert, it is telling me violation of primary key constraint. Have you seen this? So there is a duplicated data you're inserting, Bhaskar. So this is not allowed. Now, if you see the table, the row is not inserted. Have you seen? Only two columns. This row did not go at all. Who stopped it? Did you stop it? No. You try to insert the data, but SQL Server validated and SQL Server said, hey, this row cannot go into the table. Now violation of primary key. That means there is a duplicate data. Now I will let me change this and insert. Now let me execute this command. Now this row is available. So control R to get the bigger screen, control R to get the off screen. What is the command? Control plus R. Okay, control plus R button. So control R button, when you press it, you will be able to get, bigger screens and smaller screens. Clear? So this is how you can get it. So this is a small commands you must understand. Now let me insert one more data. So 40. So department is called accounts department. Okay, let me have one more department called this and execute this command. Now we can always go back and see what, whether it is gone or not. So we have four, things. So you know how to insert the data, how to update the, how to, read the data. Now I wanted to know how to delete the table. Okay, I don't need this data. I wanted to delete all the rows. The command is very, very simple. The syntax is very, very simple. Now the syntax is delete from table name. Very simple. And if you want to give go, you can give, otherwise no need. What is the table name? Table name is a department. Clear? So you can have, uppercase, lowercase, it doesn't matter in SQL. So you can give any kind of a case, any kind of a thing. Here we are having uppercase. So can we give lowercase? There is no issue. But these are not allowed inside C or C++ or Java .NET. So you need to give the same here capital cases. So if the C is capital, you have to use everywhere capital. If D is capital, everywhere make sure that it is capital in languages like C, C++, Java, .NET. Clear? But in SQL language, this is also beauty. You can give uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. So delete from table name. All the rows will get deleted. 4 rows got deleted. Have you seen? 4 rows affected. Now let me execute this command. There's no data. Have you seen this? So let me insert all of them at one shot. 4 rows got inserted. Now you have the data in this table. Am I clear? Now I wanted to again delete the data, execute this command, delete from the table name, delete from table name. Now complete data is gone. Clear? So this is one more command, a delete command I'm talking about. Now deleting will delete all the data from the table itself. I wanted to delete single row. I wanted to delete single row. It's very, very simple to delete a single row. Let me show you. Delete a row. Okay. Delete a row from the table. So this will give you. So delete from the table name, you need to say where condition. This is a syntax. You need to give some condition. In this case, you have to mention the table name. Clear, guys? Am I clear? Delete from the table name, you have to give some condition. So what is the condition that you wanted to give? That you need to decide. Let me show clear. I don't have any data and I should be able to have so multiple data points if you wanted to have. So this is the one you can use it. Or Some people also will write like this. This is the one way you can insert multiple values, or you can have like this also. Some people will write like this. For example, I wanted to insert like this. For example, I let me say 50. There is one more department called security. Okay. And you can give comma, we can give 60, say auditing department. Okay. If you wanted to give multiple comments, this is also the best way. Otherwise, this is one more way you can use. Okay. So 2 rows, getting. So many people are going to be using this. But if you wanted to use, this is the one more way. You can write comma and put one more, link like this. So that is anything you can use it. So you should be able to have the data in the same table. We have complete data. Now I wanted to delete a single row. So condition you need to give which condition where table name is department table. Okay. What is the condition I'm talking about? The condition is where department ID, okay, is equivalent to 30. I wanted to delete this row. So where condition delete from department table where department ID equals to 30. Now let me execute it. Now see data. Okay. How to see data? Select star from the table name. Clear? Select star from the table name we can give. Let me execute this. That row is gone. Now, I wanted to delete one more row based on some condition. What is this condition? Where department name, okay, we have one more column is equivalent to, let us say, purchase. Copy this and paste it here, or you can write. So purchase department, wherever purchase department is there, delete the complete row. Let me execute. You can give any column and that value. If the condition is a true, this action is going to be taken there. Clear? Now let me execute it. You should be able to have. I wanted to delete. You can also say less than 30 or less than or equals to 30. So if the department is less than 30, delete all those departments. You can also write like this, multiple rows will get deleted. Or if it is greater than 50, okay, it is greater than 50, you should be able to delete those departments as well. So you can delete multiple departments, okay? And where the department is equivalent to 40, now you can also have the complete data is gone. Now, if you execute this command once again, it will say 0 rows are affected. Now there is no data. So which is satisfying your command. Clear? I don't have data. You can delete row by row, row by row, row by row. So this is the command to check whether you have the data or not. Clear, guys? Clear. So this is what you can have it. So now let me simply go back and check. So I don't have any data. So I wanted to have only this one. Clear? 4 rows. And if you wanted to have this data as well, you can have it. So remove this command at the end. It's very, very important. So let me maximize the window and press Control R. So now you have a lot of data. Clear? So in SQL Server, you cannot delete a cell data. So I wanted to delete only this. It is impossible. I wanted to delete only this. This is impossible. Complete row will be vanishing. Clear? You cannot say I would like to delete only this portion. It is not possible. Am I clear? Only one cell data you cannot delete it. So that is for sure. If you try to delete it, complete row will get vanished. Row may have lot of columns. Complete row will get vanished, but you cannot say I would like to delete only this portion. I wanted to delete only this portion. I would like to delete only this. That is impossible. Am I clear? There is no command. There is no way You can delete it as of now. Clear? So that's what is a very, very important thing that you should be able to understand. Complete row gets deleted. Clear? So that's what. Now we had seen how to delete a single row, all rows. How to delete all rows? It's very, very simple. Delete from department. If you have 1 million data, everything will get deleted. So if you wanted to get it back, then it will be problem for you. Make sure that you are doing the appropriate, actions based on the customer requirement. Clear, guys. So that's what is very, very important. Now, I wanted to say, I wanted to say update. Update means what? Update means modify the data. Modify the data. Clear? So I wanted to modify the data. For example, somebody said, somebody said, it is not audit. I would like to modify auditing. It is not audit department, it is auditing department. I would like to rewrite or modify this. So how to modify this? Now there is a command, there is a syntax. The syntax is update table name. Okay. Set column name with the new value. What is the new value that you wanted to give it there? And where condition. So this is the command that you must use it. Update a table name, set a column name, new value. Which column data you wanted to modify and for which row you are trying to do the modification. Let me show you. I wanted to go to department table. I wanted to go to department name. Okay. So what is the new value? New value is auditing. It is not auditing. So where I would like to do, where the condition is, where the department ID equals to 60. Condition department ID is equivalent to 60. Clear? So now this is the thing I wanted to do it as of now. Clear? So update a table name, update a table name and set department name equals to auditing. Department name equals to auditing, where department ID equals to 60. So how the execution will happen? First, it will go to the table, department table. Now, immediately, where clause is going to be executed? Where department ID equals to 60. Now it will go to this. Now it will go to this row. It will go to this row. Then department name. It will go to this name. Department name will be setting with this value. Clear? So it will go to the table. Then after going to the table, which row? It will identify the row where department ID equals to 60. This is the row. Now in this, which one I need to, set it? Department name. What is the set one? So this one is going to be rewritten there. So execute this. So you just go there and try to see now auditing. Clear? So this is what you wanted to have it. Clear? So I want to delete this value. So I said we cannot delete the row cell data, right? If you wanted to delete this data, what we can do? We can update something like this and without giving anything, let me execute. Will it be allowed or not? So it is allowed. Now you can simply update like this. No, the data is gone, but you cannot delete a data there. Clear? If you wanted to delete the cell data, you can give like this. The data is gone. Clear? So there is no delete operation for the single value. So you can update the value to the blank. Clear? So that is how you should be able to have this data over there. Am I clear? So this is very, very important thing that you must be able to understand. Now, if you wanted to again update this to something else, for example, this is R&D department. Okay, so you can say R&D 50 will be become an R&D department fee. Clear? So select star from the table name where the department is R&D. Now again, you wanted to modify this. So it is not R&D, it is something else. It is, technical R&D. So tech R&D, something like this, you would like to modify it. So you can have like this. So whatever you wanted to have it, you should be able to have it. So this is, with the where condition, we are able to do with the single row. But I wanted to do for all rows. That means without a where clause, only this one. That's it. This is the command. If you wanted to update all rows, so table name, column name, and set. So that means only these two things you should be able to give. Now I have different departments. Now when I do like this, what happens? Now 6 rows are getting affected. Now you'll go mad. Complete data is modified. Have you seen this? It is very dangerous. If you have 1 million data, 1 million data is modified with one command, right? So if you wanted to roll it back or get it back the old values, it is very problem as of now. Clear? I wanted to get the old data. I would like to get the old data. So if you want to get the old data, this is not the way. This is not the way you should be able to do it. So because if you do it, everything will get saved automatically. When you execute this command, everything will get saved automatically. So this is very problematic. This is auto commit mode. That means automatically everything will get saved. Clear? So you cannot say I wanted to roll this back. There is no command. If you wanted to roll it back, so there is a command called transaction control. This is the command that I can use it. Clear? So I would like to, get my old data back. Now that is where transaction control language. So this is the thing that you must use it. Okay. The TCL, or you can say transaction, you can say TCL commands you can implement. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning is the syntax, let me write. So you can say begin tran and write your code, and you say commit. Okay. If you say commit, what means it is going to be, saving. Commit means saving. If you wanted to roll it back, you can say roll back. Clear? So here, when you execute this command, what happens? Everything is committed. Committed means saved. Clear? I don't want to do that. I would like to see if there is a problem. I would like to either commit or roll back. Clear? I would like to do that. But now what has happened? Everything is changed. Everything is changed. Now you cannot get the old values. That is very dangerous. Clear? You would like to get the old values back means the transaction control language commands we should use it. So we are talking about, this is a syntax begin tran. For example, now let me delete all the data. I cannot do anything now, right? So delete all the data because the complete data has been modified. Now I wanted to show you the blank table now. Let me insert this data there, right? Now this is perfectly fine. Now you see, now this is the table I have it. Now, if you wanted to update all the data, okay, let me write this command. Copy this command. Now you go and paste it here. Okay. Now you go and you paste the command here. Now what you do, this is the command I'm going to be writing. Now let me say commit. Okay. First I'll say begin tran and execute only half of the command. Okay. Now this is the original value. This is the original value. Now I am writing this command and I'm executing how many commands? Only this one and this one I'm executing. Begin tran and let me update. Okay, 6 rows got affected. 6 rows got affected. I did not commit it. I did not commit it. That means let me read the data before committing it. Let me read means what? So read. How to read? We know. Select star from the table name. So all the data is being modified. Now I don't want to, have this effect because it is a wrong command given. I wanted to go back. If I say commit, this will be saved permanently. I don't want to commit because now I got this mistake done. I will say roll back. Okay. I say roll back. So I have executed these two commands now. I'll say roll back. Let me say roll back. Command completed successfully. Let me read the data. Now I have old data back. Clear? So this is how you can see. For example, now I say one more transaction command. So any action you can do it here. Any action you can do it here. Now what I wanted to do, delete all data. Delete all rows. So what is the command we know? The command we write. Delete from table name. Table name is called department table. Now I am not writing anything here. So let me execute. So I have a lot of data. Let me show you the date. Clear? So begin trend delete. So I'm executing. Now 6 rows got deleted. 6 rows got deleted. If you wanted to get it back, now what you do, whatever be the action that you have done, that if you wanted to say commit means you cannot get it back, but I'll say roll back. Rollback means whatever be the data is deleted, that will be again inserted. Now you should be able to see it here. Have you seen this? But now, without this command, without command, you directly go and let me say, I have the data now. Now I wanted to simply go and delete all the data. Okay. If you go to this command and say delete simply like this, if you delete the data like this, data is deleted, but you will not be able to get it back. So I would like to get the data back. So it is very, very, it is very, very problematic to you. You will not be able to do these things. Am I clear? So this is how SQL Server behaves. Okay, without a begin tran, without a rollback, you will not be able to do this at all. Clear? If somebody asks you, without these commands, without a begin tran command, without this command, can we do this rolling back? The answer is no. You will not be able to do that. So this is the command. This is the command. You must use it. Begin tran. Then either you commit. Commit means whatever be the action that you have done, that will get saved permanently. What is the meaning? You say delete something here and you say commit. So delete is committed. Committed means it is saved. Data will get deleted permanently. Once you commit, you cannot roll it back. Remember that point. Once you commit, again you cannot say sorry, sorry, sorry. I would like to again roll it back. So that cannot be done. Clear? So this is what is called transaction control. Transaction means whatever be the action that you are doing. So what is the action we are doing? We are writing the data. Inserting the data is a writing data. Deleting the data is writing data, right? Or we are, updating the data. So whatever you want to have it, you wanted to have it. For example, I wanted to insert a row. Okay, I would like to insert a row. So you can have multiple rows can be inserted. Now insert some row. So you know how to insert the data, right? Now let me take this command, Control C. Now you can, if you want to insert, you can have insert here. Okay. So I wanted to insert at a 70. Some department is called security, or you can say some AA department. Now after that, I wanted to update as well. Update department and set. Okay. department name is equivalent to, say, some, department name equals to some ABC department where department ID is equivalent to, okay, say 10. So what I'm doing, one new row I'm inserting and one update also I'm doing. This is what is called one transaction. One transaction. Transaction means data writing. Okay, so data writing, it may have single step, it may have multiple steps. So in simple words, transaction means a work that you're doing, a work you're doing. Clear? So what are the work you're doing here? Insert is one work, one action. Update is one more action. Put together, it is a single transaction. Put together, it is a single transaction, right? So now, if you wanted to implement this, so let me execute both of them. So executed. Now, 0 rows affected. Why is I don't have department ID is equals to 10 something is it saying? Now let me see the data here. Oh, I don't have any 10 there because we have deleted the data, right? Let me insert multiple values here. So here, this is auto commit mode. Auto commit mode means we are not going to, delete it. Clear? So this is what is the thing that we have done it. Now you see some data here. You're able to get some data here. So blah, blah, blah. Now I wanted to roll it back. So which things will get roll it back now? So let me roll command completed successfully. Now we executed whatever be the data that is unchanged. Clear? So because I have switched on the begin train, I have executed these two commands. Clear? So these two commands are gone. Then begin train is on. Then afterwards, what I have done, I have also inserted this data. Okay, that means it is under a transaction. I did not write it here, but once the begin train is on, I have done two commands here. So I have done two commands here. So this is the begin train is on, this is done. Then later I went here and I have inserted 4 rows and that is also under begin train. Then I say roll back. Roll back means whatever be the work I have done it, that is under a transaction, the complete things will get rolled back because you said begin train. You did not say anything. Clear? So that is very, very important to understand whether you're doing it here or doing it elsewhere. Once the train is on, either you must commit or you should have a roll it back. If you're not doing anything, simply begin train and inserting, updating data. And at the last, when you say roll it back, all the actions will get rolled back. If you're inserting, it will get deleted. If you're deleting, it will get inserted. If you're updating with the new value, the old data will get updated. Clear? Now I have, let me put some more values here. Put some more values. Now it is not under begin train. It is automatically data is gone and saved. Now you cannot come down here and say, I wanted to roll it back. So it will give you a wrong message for you. Roll back a transaction request has no corresponding begin transaction. It is saying, no, I cannot say because you did not start any transaction. Now you cannot say rollback. Whatever I have done, that has to be rolled back means first you need to execute this command. Now insert those rows, then only you can roll it back. So without having this, without executing this code, you will not be able to roll it back. Okay, now I'm executing these two commands. Clear? Now two rows got executed, two commands got executed. Now this is AAA. Now 10 has become ABC. Now I wanted to roll it back. So if I want to roll it back, so only those two pieces will get rolled back, but not the other ones. Clear? Other ones are committed always already. So there's no effect on this table. Clear? So like that, you can have begin tran, do some action. We can do a single action or multiple actions. One insert, one update. Again, I wanted to do one more insert here, so that can be done. Okay, that can be done. If you wanted to commit means you can commit. So you need to have like this. And you see everything is perfectly inserted or not. Everything is good. If you think everything is good, then what you do? Everything is good means you say commit. Okay, you say commit. So commit means now this data is completely saved. Now you cannot say roll it back. Once you commit, you cannot call roll it back. Then it will give you a action. Okay, inside the data. After that, you decide you want to commit, you want to roll it back. So if you wanted to commit means everything will get saved. If you wanted to roll it back means you can say roll back. Clear? If you wanted to implement commit and rollback, compulsorily you should switch on begin tran. This has to be there, and this is to be executed first. Then you do all the actions. Then at the end you can say I wanted to again commit or rollback. If you don't write begin tran and rollback, simply write the commands like this means. Okay, so this is automatically committed. Automatically committed means once you do the action, then again you cannot say whatever be the data I have inserted, the complete data has to be rolled back. So that kind of a action cannot be done. Clear? So this is what is called transaction control language. Okay, so begin tran, then you can have commit and roll back. Save point we'll discuss later. Clear? So today we had seen a couple of commands: select, insert, update, delete, and tomorrow we'll see how to alter tables, how to add column names, how to give a new names to the table, new names to the columns. Lot of alter, because altering is not discussed much. We will be discussing about how to alter the table itself. For example, I have two columns. I wanted to have one more column. I would like to delete a column. I would like to have a new column. So I wanted to modify the table itself, table structure itself. Clear? So that is where we are going to implement what is called as alter. Clear? So this is for the objects. Data definition means we're talking about databases, alter databases, creations, and everything. So these four commands for data: data insert, data update, data delete, data reading. Select means data reading. So this is what is called data writing and reading. This is reading. So this is a reading. These three are called writing. Remember this. Okay. These three are called writing. And this command is for reading. So what is that? We are going to be having in RDBMS data writing and reading. Insert, update, delete. Am I clear? Any questions as of now? Some more things we'll discuss them later, because everything cannot be discussed in single day. How to rename column, rename table, drop column, drop table, everything we cannot do that, right? So that we can see it, in the next class. So the first, 15 minutes, I think got delayed because of internet, and after 10 minutes also we had some, audio issues. Hope everything is fine now. And if you have any questions, you can ask me today or tomorrow. But please practice this lab without fail. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Suppose you have done three more delete options in the rollback. Sorry, uh, I want to retrieve one action in the rollback. Is it possible?
That's where we wanted to have save point.
Okay, okay.
Clear?
Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to do 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2 has to be there. 3 only I wanted to roll it back. Then that is where we need to use the save point. That we'll see in the later classes. Thank you. Okay.